It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it is a maintenance at the Chula Vista Church. This is an installation that we did a couple years ago, and this is a xeriscape, meaning it doesn't have any irrigation. It relies on rainwater and also the goodwill of the staff here at the church to give it occasional water in the hotter months. Many of these plants were donated by church members. That would be the big century plants, the agaves. I don't use these in my installations because they do pup very voraciously. And, you know, I just think there are better options like the attenuatas, for example, which stay so much better behaved. Case in point, A, B. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful plant. But it's a lot of maintenance. And in a situation like this where we're at a church, you know, I'm here maybe once a year, if that. We need things that are just going to take care of themselves. Here's a pup. I have to get rid of that. Some takeaways. The crassula, these crassulas, orbiculatas, did fantastic. They are stunning. I'm so pleased with how these have stayed really bushy. The Crassula argentea sunsets have also done fantastic. The portulacaria have done more than fantastic. And I think probably the star of the show would be the weeds. And the weeds have, they've been trying, you know, but I told them they need to have a almost militaristic approach to weed abatement. See weed, pull a weed. So, okay, sorry. I'm not sure, our mic situation is still in flux. We're working on it, and hopefully the sound on this will be okay. But mainly I want you to see it. You know, we have trash that we will take out. Greg has gone to get a little more bagged burgundy lava and another yard of the Cali Gold 3/8 to fill in places. And our main focus right now is weeding and pup abatement. Then, once we get a handle on the weeds and the trash, we will start deciding on plants to cull. I am going to be pulling all of the deer grass that has popped up in this garden. It is considered a California invasive plant, and that's the last thing we need here is invasive plants. We have a volunteer, Jody. Say hi, Jody. Jody actually was here when we installed this garden. So that was just so fortuitous. She reached out to me kind of randomly a week ago. Hey, you know, I missed the team. If there's any opportunities to volunteer, and here we are. So that worked out swell, and we're happy to have Jody and so thankful for her. Oh yes, the argentea sunset. Look at this. Look at all the bees. Beautiful, beautiful creature. Isn't that stunning? Our little, thank God, our barrel cactus are doing great. I've had some issues with snout weevil with barrel cactus this last year, but they apparently didn't get the memo here in Chula Vista, so we're very thankful for that. Another phenomenal performer has been the Crassula undulatas. And I don't have very many in this garden, so that would be another plant that I would bring in the future if we needed it. We have our head of human resources for Design for Serenity. Alex is here to help out today because we needed all hands. We have the church represented with John, our volunteer, who is doing a spectacular job on removing all of the spent seed pods from the barrel cactus. And you will note also that the ruticope, this is a plant I just don't use anymore. Look at all that alumite. Look at that. Ugh, it's gross. So Hannah had a bunch of aloe cameronii left over from her Grangettos project. So we're going to pop cameronii in, cuttings in, instead of these Rudicope. These are all coming out. So here we are at the top of the dry stream bed. We have you can see that agave attenuata. Now you know why they call it a foxtail agave, right? And it is done. So we'll take the Sawzall and get that excavated out of here. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see the after footage. This garden is going to be extremely gorgeous in just a few hours' time. Well, we finished, and we finished right on time. I have such an amazing crew. It doesn't matter what the job is, we always manage to get her done. And this looks like a shiny new penny. For starts, check out the agave Americana cluster now. Remember earlier in the video, there was that variegate right in front. We took that out and we limbed up the dead branches at the bottom of the plants, and it just looks so good. All of the Portulacaria afrovariegatas got a haircut. You can see over in Greg's trailer, we have so much debris. It's unbelievable. I still cannot believe that all of that came out of this garden, but here we are. We lifted the skirts, we cleaned up from under all the plants. I was really happy to see that I didn't see any snails, with the exception of the alomite that was on the blooms of the Rudicopes, which we disposed of. I didn't see any other alomite, snout weevil, or any mealies, or any other bugs or pests. So that's really, really good news. We did go through here and just rip out weed after weed after weed after weed, and I really encouraged the leadership of the church to get a little green team together to keep up with it a little bit. A couple of hours a month would do wonders. Yep, we limbed up all of the the big attenuatas. I transplanted some Chula argenteas. We moved some of the smaller agave pups that look good. We moved them into some bare spots. We also added aloe cameronii in areas where we took out the Rudicope. We laid down 1 yard of Cali Gold, to fluff up the rock, and Greg brought in 10 bags of burgundy lava, which we spread, because I really like the lava in here. It adds some pop. So, the lava got fluffed up everywhere. Every single plant got attended, looked at. We fixed gopher messes. And that's another thing, with the succulents, especially these tough characters, roots are kind of optional. So the gophers don't really hurt anything, they just make a mess. So we cleaned all that up. Look at how clean the barrel cactus. Yeah, our volunteer John got in here with pliers and pulled all of the dead blooms off of the big, beautiful barrel cactus. Hannah planted some more cameronii. Oh, wow. Yeah, this just looks so, so good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Right? Oh, man. That looks amazing. How incredibly beautiful this is. So it's probably a good time also to show them the next phase, right? While we're right here. The church is so excited that they have commissioned us to carry us on. Oh, Hannah says, you going to talk at all? Well, I just thought you guys were taking it all in here. Team DFS for the win. Woohoo! Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, so here it is. The next phase. The plan is to start by removing the plastic edging. I don't like that. And we're going to take that river rock and carry it down. I like the Cali Gold, obviously, but we're going to do a thick swath of river rock through here all the way down. We're on a downhill slope. Obviously, we will keep the succulents. We're going to get rid of the trees and all of the non-succulents. We are going to add a lot more boulders, as much as their budget will allow. We'll have Bart come in from KRC in place. I'm thinking at least 8 ton of boulder in here, 2.5 footers, like this beautiful Baja Cresta, that size rock, maybe another 100, 125 more rocks. And then we will just carry on through here with all of the plants that we used in the first phase that are thriving. And they will have such an incredibly beautiful, sustainable landscape. Remember, that first section, oh, it's funny too. Remember, earlier in the video, I said it was a couple of years ago. It was 6. Time flies. We got to thinking, it was like, wait a minute, it was before the pandemic. It was before Daddy had his cardiac arrest. It was 6 years ago. So, yeah, but this is not getting any supplemental irrigation. It doesn't get any fertilizer. It doesn't really need or get much at all, and it looks fantastic. So, very exciting. Thanks so much for following along today. I hope I've inspired you to roll up your sleeves and go out and go forth and pull some weeds. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, reporting in Chula Vista with your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.